Well, I restored my first Carmen Ghia in 1986, and I used to restore all kinds of cars, mostly 50s and 60s American cars. Just anything that was interesting. I had a Studebaker, a DeSoto, a '55 Thunderbird, some early convertibles, almost all American cars, and I restored an old Volkswagen for somebody. It was actually an actor. My girlfriend worked at an acting agency, and she was speaking with some actor there and saying, yes, my boyfriend goes out and fixes up cars and sells them. And he says, well, would he fix one up for me? I want an old Volkswagen Carmen Ghia. Sure. And she came to me with this, and I said, yeah, I'll let me go out and see what I can find. And I went out and looked around and got an idea what the prices were and made a proposal to him. He goes, great, I'll take one. So I found it was a 1969 Carmen Ghia convertible, and that had been repainted, and all the parts were in boxes. The guy had never put it back together. So I bought that, put it all together, sold it to him. He loved it. About a year and a half later, during that time I had done 3 or 4 Mustangs. Ford Mustangs. I was kind of getting into that, but didn't really like it. A lot of other people were doing Mustangs, so they just happened to come along. But what I found was, it was the first time that I'd only restored one car. And so when I got the second one and the third one, well, I had all the little bits and pieces that right there to do whatever I needed to do. I didn't have to special order them. So that sped it up a lot and gave me the idea, I should only just do one car. And I need to pick a car that's a classic. That'll be a classic. Not yet. I didn't want to just jump on a bandwagon. And just about that time, this actor by the name of Rick Fitz, he called me and he said, hey, I want to sell this car. Will you sell this car for me? I said, sure. I said, what do you want for it? And he goes, I want $6,000, which was about $1,500 more than I sold it to him. And I thought, okay, sure, I'll see what I can do. Got the car back. It looked, he'd taken really nice care of it. I put it out in the paper. The first guy came out and looked at it and said, I've been looking at these for a while, and this is by far the best one I've seen. Here's your money. It was a gift for his wife. And I thought, wow. I went and grabbed a local paper that sold a lot of cars, and I looked in there, and there were all these Volkswagen convertibles for $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, Carmen Ghia convertibles. I had a choice of 3 or 4 of them. So I said, this is the car. I enjoyed restoring it. I bought my first Carmen Ghia to do a restoration on, and to do only Carmen Ghias, and that would have been in that was in the beginning of 1988. Restored it, got some good money for it, and then I just started buying them because there
were you just working out of your own little shop in those days?
I had a garage, just a garage,
yeah,
single car garage. I did that for a year and a half, and then I moved to a warehouse that I could park about 3 or 4 cars in there, and then it had a mezzanine. Also during that time, I would sell some of the extra parts that I didn't need, or if I got a few extra, and that was the amazing part. I thought, wow, people are just knocking down my door to get these parts. So I said, okay, well, this is a great business model. I'll restore these cars, and I can go out and I can buy them every week. I can find one for $200 or $300 or $400. It was easy, a restorable car. And if it wasn't restorable, I'd pay $150, maybe $200 for it. If it was a parts car, maybe the engine had blown up or had been in an accident. So I kept buying them. Almost every week when the paper came out, I'd run out and buy the minute the paper came out, they'd put it on the stand, and I'd just take it out of the delivery guy's hand and go to a phone booth, no cell phones then, and I would just start calling, and I'd find the deal, and I'd go out there and I'd buy one.